Hello everyone and welcome to this next video, which will be my views and opinions on the new Sony Xperia Z2, which was announced at Mobile World Congress last week, or MWC as many of you may know it. The Xperia Z2 is another improvement on the Xperia Z, which was then improved to the Xperia Z1 by Sony, and now we have the Xperia Z2. With this phone, Sony has begun to address some of the major issues with its previous phones, particularly the screen, as some people felt it wasn't that great when coming from a company that's renowned for making great televisions and displays in general. And the Z2 now uses a different display technology, and a lot of people have said that the viewing angles and the screen itself is much better than the previous phones that Sony had made. The Xperia Z2 also focuses primarily on its camera and camcording abilities, now able to record 4K, and it has 3 GB of RAM to support the massive processing requirements needed to produce such movies in 4K. But a lot of people will not have 4K televisions, so therefore they can't play back the movies they create, and the phone itself does not have a 4K display, so that can't play the files back. But at least the phone is future-proofed, and the introduction of the Snapdragon 801 processor, which essentially is just a Snapdragon 800, but it's just a slight incremental upgrade. Unlike Samsung, however, many of you will feel, which announced the Galaxy S5, and many of you will feel that that phone was just an iteration. Some of you will say that all Sony has done is the same, but what I feel Sony has done that Samsung hasn't is that they've actually addressed some of the major issues that people had with their phones in the past, and they've tried to push the technological advancements of their new phone to the people that want to buy it, and therefore they've made some key steps in making their phones more universally acceptable to a large range of people. Whether this will enable Sony to push into other markets, particularly the United States, where its presence is very limited at the moment, it remains to be seen. But the Xperia Z2 is the best phone that Sony has made so far, and I feel that it will be able to make a big impact if it's marketed correctly and it's placed on as many carriers as possible in the United States and around the world, and users start to get this phone into their hands and experience it and get used to using it and learn that Sony can be a Samsung challenger, particularly in the Android market. So as I said, this was just a quick video expressing my views and opinions on the recently announced Sony Xperia Z2, which was announced at MWC in Barcelona. If you have any opinions, please leave these in the comments below, and also if you want to follow me and engage with me in conversation about this particular phone, you can do so on any of the social networks, which will also be in the description below. And I hope that you will, if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you have any other things that you want to talk about to do with technology, please also leave those in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, I suggest you do so, as there will be plenty of videos like this giving my opinions on mobile technology as and when it happens. And I hope to see you all in a future video. Thank you very much, and goodbye.